We just riding on the InMotion V13, and I just want to test how the wind mic is going to be. I have it right up underneath my chest, as you can see right here. I have it right up underneath my chest, and today we're going to be doing an unconventional ride with the Insta360 camera. I don't have nothing plugged into the Insta360 camera. I am using the internal mics of the X5, and yeah, that's what this review is about today. So I know normally people just sit at a desk and talk about the X5 or whatever, and I'm not gonna do that today. I decided to bring my Insta360 out, and we're gonna go for a ride, so hopefully this sounds good. Now, we're gonna talk about some key features. We're gonna talk about some key features of this microphone. And on this microphone, they have a noise reduction on it, which I'm gonna cover first. With that being said, I don't really like, I ain't gonna say I don't like the noise reduction on it. It is fine, especially if you're in a crowd of people. That is what it's for, it's intelligent. But for me, I feel like, man, I'd rather do it in post myself. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather use that in post and just go from there. Now, when we talk about the quality of the microphone, as you can hear right now, hopefully it sounds really good, because this is the very first time I'm doing it, like riding. I see a lot of people riding unicycles with that on, and I just wanted to make sure, you know, it actually sounded pretty good. Now, these microphones are much smaller than my Rode microphones, and that is a plus. Now, I'm not using the actual magnet on here right now. What I'm using is clipped to my my water pack, and I wanted to just see how that would work out versus me putting the magnet on. The magnet is very strong, but it needs to be a thin piece of clothing, and if it's a thin piece of clothing, I think it's going to work out perfectly fine. With this on here, it does not really work as good, so that's what that is. But we're going against the wind right now, and I just hope it sounds really good. Now, they sent me these microphones out, but they're not sponsoring this video, so this is my honest review of it. I've been using the Rodes for about 3 years, and to be honest, I just got these because I was gonna buy the DJI ones. I was gonna buy the DJI, and because they were small form factor. The Rode is small, but they're square, and I actually had to spend an extra $40 more for the mic, the actual magnet kit. Well, the magnet kit comes with these, so I thought I was gonna be able to come down here, but I guess I'm not. I'm gonna have to turn around. So, yeah. But yeah. So we're gonna just turn around, and we're gonna talk about, that was me going against the wind. Now we're gonna be going back the opposite way. And again, man, when you buy these microphones, or just any microphone for that matter, it just really depends on you and the budget. Now, the budget for these microphones, they are $149, and they are great for the price. They actually sound just as good, if not better, than the Rodes. Yeah, you heard it right, than the Rodes. I don't know if this is going to make my audio sound like muffled or whatever, but yeah. So I use this on a wedding shoot, and man, just let me show you that video right now.
God is an amazing matchmaker. He brought us both together. By the time you see this, we will be husband and wife. You are such a beautiful person inside and out. You are kind, loving, caring, and amazing to be with. You will be an equally amazing wife. You've expressed to me many times that you love the way that I love you. I feel the same way about you. I've been blessed beyond any dream to have gotten to know you. Our conversations have been deep and meaningful. I've fallen in love with you, and I give you my mind, body, and soul.
Let me count the ways and the things I love about you. Well, first and foremost, I love how kind and generous you are, and loving and selfless. You are so selfless. Everyone you love comes before you. You're so strong, holding everyone up. All I've seen is this strong man with this gentle heart and kindness, holding everyone up. It's just amazing. It reminds me of my dad and how he loves. So your love is so familiar to me. It's so different, but at the same time, it's so familiar.
So just seeing that audio was untouched. I just pretty much put it on there. I put a little noise reduction on the ladies, and I used Clarity VX, and it just took out that fan noise that was in the back, and I absolutely enjoyed using it that way. Again, I could have used the noise reduction in here, but this was a wedding, and I wanted to be able to take care of it myself. I didn't really want I didn't really want to be have to try to fight with that, because I knew my Clarity VX would work just fine. Now, right now, how I got this hooked up, since I don't have anything hooked up to my Insta360, and this is the 1-inch camera, I basically synced up the audio, and I'm only using the transmitter. That is it. I have the transmitter recording. It'll record up to 4 gigabytes. That is amazing. 4 gigabytes. So I'm able to sync this up to get better audio coming out of the 360 camera. Now I need to figure out what connection I need to actually put it on the camera for the receiver, but for the time being, you can just sync it up with the waveform, and it's really not that bad at all, man. So we're gonna take a brief intermission from me riding. We'll get back to that person in just a second. What I wanted to do is I wanted to come here and tell you some of the key features about this X5 microphone and what I like the most about it. But before we do that, this case that the X5 comes in is very nice, well built, small form factor, not as big as my Rode case that I have, which you can see on the screen right now. It is way bigger than this case. It can fit in your pocket, and it can fit in your bag very nicely, and it's only about yay big on my hand. Now, when you look at the back of here, you have a USB Type-C where you can charge your case up. And speaking of charging of the case, to see the battery level on the case, all you have to do is open this up, and then you'll be able to see the indicator lights come on to tell you how much charge you have left in your case. When we open up this microphone, kit, you look in here, you have 2 transmitters on either side, and then in the middle you'll have your receiver. So your receiver always goes in the middle. And then if you look up here in the top, you have some little light indicators. Those are the self-sanitation features that go along with this microphone that make this microphone cool. And what does that mean? That means when you put your microphones back in your case just like this and you close it up, if you're in a dark room and you have it open just a little bit, you'll see the UV light. It's gonna self-sanitize these microphones for about 5 minutes. Now, I do recommend that you still, wipe them off as a precaution, but the UV rays are supposed to kill all the bacteria and stuff like that on your microphone. Now, another thing I like about this microphone, like I said when I was riding, is a small form factor. It has a very tight magnet here. I want them to bring out a magnet that can be colored, or I'll probably end up painting one of these white so they can blend in more. So hopefully Fulaim in the next version, they'll have assorted magnet colors so it can blend in if you're not gonna use a lavalier. These things are really small enough that you can hide them on the body as far as like interviews go, or like right now I have it on the outside, but if I wanted to, I could swap it around and have it on the inside, and that's pretty cool. You have a noise reduction feature on here. All you need to do is press this button right here one time, and then your noise reduction feature will come on, and I'm gonna turn it on for you right now. So now I am on the noise reduction feature right now. I don't know how it sounds in here, but it should eliminate all the stuff on the outside. I'm gonna turn that back off by pressing it one time. Now, if you hold this button down and the red light comes on, now you're recording internally, which is gonna be 4 gigabytes, like I said earlier in the video. You wanna make this a habit for you going to start to record, because if you turn your back, some of these microphones will lose connection, and you will always have that safety net right here recording. Now, one thing that my Rodes do that I didn't know how I felt about it at first, they always were recorded. Once you go in the app and you turn it on, as soon as you turn on the receiver, and transmitter, they start recording instantly and they don't stop. They had a 7-hour recording time feature, and it was uncompressed. You have to hold the button down to start your record on these microphones. It's not a big deal. It's just a learning curve for you to just remember that you need to do it. How does these microphones sound with the lavalier? They're gonna sound really well with the lavalier as well. But I haven't used them with the lav because they're so small, I haven't really needed to. And then if you're out, like I'm riding on my unicycle, I'm riding about 35 to 45 miles per hour, and you really don't hear no noise at all. I just put the wind muff on. The noise reduction was not on it. I prefer it not to be, like I said. I'd rather use Clarity VX. Clarity VX is a noise reduction software that you can get for Premiere, DaVinci Resolve, Final Cut, and it works wonders. I absolutely love it. So before we get back to myself riding and finishing it off, I just wanted to say I didn't put no music on this because I wanted you to get the full effect of what these microphones sound like so you can make the best decision possible. And these microphones are my main microphones now. I used to take my Rodes around as a safety net. I still bring them with me just in case something happens, but these are my main mics now, and I absolutely love them. So thank you, Fulaim, for sending me these microphones out to test out. One more thing to note before I leave, you get these 2 adapters that automatically come with your microphone kit. And basically what happens with these, you can hook up your iPhone. Basically what happened with these, you can hook up your iPhone or your Android phone, and they just make it clutch for you to go from your main camera to your iPhone camera that easy. Now, one thing that I wanted them to do, and I've already told Fulaim, was to integrate these to be in here so you don't lose them, because they come in this little bag right here. If you do not take care of these, you will lose them. I was looking for them the other day and didn't remember where I put them at. So by having them in the case here at the back, which a case is coming to where it'll accommodate these 2 adapter pieces, and you'll always have it so you'll be on the go and ready to go. So let's jump back to Keydrin riding to finish this video off. And I hope you enjoyed me just riding around. If that's something you like, definitely hit that subscribe button and hit that bell button for more notifications from me. Why should you buy these microphones? Well, if you're on a budget and you know you only want to spend $149 and you're going to get very good quality, like you hear me riding on my unicycle, and then I'll show you some later of me being inside, and I did a promo for forward camera for Photo Fest, and that one actually sounded really well too. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Keydrin with 924 Photography, and this Saturday I'll be at Fort Worth Camera, May 20th at 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. hosting our annual photo walk for Photo Fest. Sam Serrato and I will be there to help you with all your needs. And speaking of needs, Sigma will be there and GODOX will be there as well. Wow, that's gonna be amazing. If you wasn't at the one last year, it was a blast. We had over 45 people there outside of Fort Worth Camera, and we learned tons, they learned tons. We got the fellowship, and then best of all, they got to go right into the store for the sale. Yep, you heard it right, a sale, tax off for that day only at Fort Worth Camera. So if you're looking to buy some gear, you should definitely do that and come to our event. And I hope to see you there on Saturday. this wheel that I'm on is the InMotion V13. It will go, right now they got it capped at like 55, 56 miles an hour. I've seen some people go 58 miles an hour. I put a street tire on here. The range on it, depending on how you ride, you could probably get up to 50 miles. There are wheels that will do longer range. So if you have never seen anything like this before, this is an electric unicycle before you get into comments. So yeah, but I like these microphones because now I'm able to do these vlogs and stuff and be able to get really good quality audio. Yeah, so we are out here at Trinity Park in Fort Worth, riding with Darnell over here. He got his V12 and yeah, he's still got to get that seat riding down, but he's gonna get it because it's gonna help his feet out for sure. But yeah, look at that V12, it's pretty nice. He came from which one did you have before that? The V8F, yep. So we're definitely upgrading, and these wheels are gonna get better and better and better. So the microphones that I'm using right now are the Fulaim X5, if you're wondering. And yeah, and I'm riding the V13, so yep, I'm riding the V13. And we're gonna ride this Trinity Park out here. We're gonna get on the trails in a minute. We're gonna go all the way back around the corner over here. I normally like to do a lot of seat riding. So today, it is. I thought more people would have come out to the ride, but I guess nobody wanted to at all. A few months ago, Kevin, we rode on trails for the first time, and I didn't know how I was gonna feel with the street tire on there, but it actually did pretty well, for sure. But this V13 is so smooth, bro. It is super smooth. So the audio is gonna change a little bit because I'm about to put my lid down. So if it sounds like kind of muffled or whatever, that's the reason why. But yeah, so here we go. Yeah, so it might sound muffled or a lot deeper. Here's a hump right here. Gonna get in there, boom. That suspension on the V13 ain't no joke, bro. Ain't no joke. Learning how to carve on this thing is pretty good. So we're gonna go around here. There's a lot of bikers on this trail, so you have to make sure that you are being respectful to them, for sure. So we're gonna go around here in just a second, but I'm gonna turn this around and get Darnell riding. So I probably should